Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz March 16, 2020, 9:33 p.m. Birmingham. Topic is how can we fix it in a world disrupted? Guys, we're gonna fix it. No problem there. I tried to upload a blog last night, but I had two going at one time, and I had my third computer to go to, and it's just difficult to use it, so I didn't. And that would have been, I saw a title, a news headline last night. It was about 1 a.m., I guess, that Trump wanted to pay for or buy a right for a cure for this coronavirus. And the only reason that would flash up is two reasons. One would be a liberal media lie, and two would be that if that was the case, Trump would have the right to release it immediately, whereas any other company would have to go through many years of testing before it could be released. And Trump would have put that monkey on his back and released it. Well, seems like that's kind of what happened. And but there's other things out there. If you go back to some of these mosquito viruses, Ebola, just this Mexican thing that we had several years back, even go back to polio vaccine. Go and look at that, and you know where all these things that they came up with that cured the mumps, the measles and polio and chicken pox and all this stuff. There's no telling how many of those cures will kill this virus. So this is very much up front and center as part of the perhaps a cure for the coronavirus. And I believe it'll be a short-lived coronavirus. I believe there will be a quick cure for it, and I believe that things won't be as bad as people think they will be. Not until August. I would believe easily 90 days, very tip top, probably 60 days or less, that things will be, you'll be ready to go back out and eat and not worry about it. But let me tell you the things that's going to hurt us. It's going to be like being let out of prison. You're going to have this freedom feel, and you're going to go out, and when you go to eat, you're going to experience a little bit of a sticker shock on the price of the food, whether it be at a TGI Fridays, whether it be a Bonanza or some Outback. Expect your prices to be probably 50% higher than they are now. Now, right now, New York City, a couple hours ago, closed. Restaurants, bars, they have takeout and they'll deliver, but they'll have no one in their lounge or in their dining area. Expect prices tonight for all deliveries and takeouts. Expect those prices to go up, and expect them to remain high, especially when we get the green light that, okay, everybody can open, and all you guys that go out and eat on Wednesday nights go, and Friday nights go, Saturday nights go. Everybody's going to go out, and they're going to pay the price, because it's like being in a socialist country that has been salvaged and saved, and it has become capitalist. Now you're free. You don't have to live in those tiny 300 square foot apartments anymore. You can go buy you a car and go out to the countryside. you're going to see people have that feeling of being let free as if they've been locked up for most of their lives. That's what you're going to see and experience. All of us will feel that freedom and that joy, but you got to understand that all these companies that lost their butts during this time, they have to make their money back. And I'm talking about gasoline will be the number one thing. If they've not already had an increase, I paid $1.93 a gallon 2 nights ago for a tank. I bet you by tonight or tomorrow night, it will have gone up 10 or 15 cents, if not more. And they'll call it something like, well, we couldn't get labor, couldn't get enough people to work, so therefore we're not producing as much, we're not refining as much. We can't get to you quicker. All these things. Experience severe sticker shock everywhere you go on everything that you purchase. And the thing is, for a while, I'm going to say for well over a year, year and a half, people won't mind it. Some places will go up just to have an excuse to go up in sympathy of others that lost their butts, and I'll explain that. Many years ago, the NAACP sued Texaco Oil Company because one of the board members said the word jelly bean in a meeting. Didn't have a damn thing to do with nothing, but they just said, well, they're somehow calling us jelly beans. Well, they sued, and Texaco Oil Company had to pay $11 million. This is back in 1995. I know, because I had a Texaco back then. Prices on gasoline went up. Well, that was only Texaco to recover that money they had to pay out, but ExxonMobil went up, Shell went up, BP Oil went up, everyone went up. And guess what? That was when ExxonMobil had the record quarter profit of $15 billion. Just because Texaco had to pay $11 million out to NAACP. That's wrong, but that's what's going to happen. Everybody is going to raise their price, whether they lost money or not, in sympathy of those who lost their money and those who need to recover it to get back on track and get back in business. Expect it. I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the way life is. Jody Wolf, Expoz.